8:30, right? Thank you. Well, I appreciate that.
Well, maybe. Putting the strings on.
One, two. Chuck. Yeah. You know, I was just thinking that this wasn't the smartest way to put this together. I have two fabulous groups that come on before me that are a group. And then some old guy with a guitar shows up, tries to sing by himself at the end. I don't think that's very wise.
But it's your birthday.
But it's my birthday. So I imagine you guys are giving me just a little bit of room, right?
It's just your party. You probably
Just give me a little slack. I got to talk a little bit about the album. You know, I don't know if you all know my story. I was deathly sick for 3.5, 4 years and was not supposed to make it. And I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't walk. Had a lot of pain, a lot of morphine. And went into a coma. My organs failed. My heart was beating 8 beats a minute, and I rebooted. And I'm here. I can walk again, and so it's been the last 8, 9 years. Now, thank you. So I can celebrate I'll even tell the truth, my 67th birthday. So, this album was cathartic, I think, in a way, because I actually have the rock album here, which I'll be glad to give away. We just finished up a rock album about 6 months ago with a band I've been playing with, what, 20 years, right? Yeah. And so this is the first actual solo album I've done in 50 years of playing. So, and I was blessed by the people that came and who accepted my invitation to come and play on this album. And I pray that it's a huge success and that we all get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the way I did the album was odd. I wrote the songs, and they're sort of semi-biographical, if not sort of analogies, more than that, but not biographical. But you'll hear them in the words. If you haven't listened to the album at all, then you know that they're all kind of personal. And thanks to the gift of the talent that was on the album, it really came out well, I think, in terms of getting that across. So here's the first song I'll do is a Cautionary Tale. Now, I'm not going to say that I drank a lot when I was young, but I drank a lot when I was young. So that's all you need to know. I ain't all that bad, even if my life was broke. After all, I was the one put on the yoke. Some for misery, or the brunt of a joke. I would fall into whiskey and never come up. My mama, she loved me, my daddy did too. But the devil was tricksy, used me as a tool. My life is a ruin, so much I would undo. I would fall into whiskey and never come out. Some will lie, and some will be true. And some would atone for the things they do. Some will fall and some will see God in heaven waiting to judge me. Well, I ain't waiting till the end of the song. Verses are telling how I have done wrong. Misdeeds and poor fortune, I'm still struggling along. I would fall into whiskey and never come out. When you're falling down on every road, when your regret is just too heavy to load, when the pain is so bad, there's nothing left to feel, when you just can't bear what the wounds may reveal, I would fall into whiskey never come up. I'd often wonder what this life's about. Climb a mountain and let out a shout, call in the angels to ease my doubt, or I'll fall into whiskey and never come out. Call in the angels to ease my doubt, I'll fall into whiskey and never come out. This was one, the way we did this on the album, I had recorded this with John a few years back. John is also not only my partner in the record label, he's also my publisher. So we recorded this one, what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, Ragman? And I tried to play it again, and you know, my playing was worse. So we just decided that I'm deteriorating slightly, and let's go back to the original recording. And so that's what we did. We just added vocals and a bass to the original recording. So this one is a little tricky. I got to keep a good kick going while I sing. Like a rag man waiting on the train, gotta leave here before the rain washes the reason for me to be sane. There are bad men coming for me. Came out here looking for gold, had a lot of hope, foolish and bold, had a little trouble, kind of ashamed, but he aimed his gun at me. Hard work for gold wasn't for me. The easy way made a rock out of me, made sense to me, wild and free. Time will tell what will come of me. It's easy living, but it has its toll. Got a bad temper with a troubled soul. Had to be a player in a rigged up game. He was just a cheat to me. Never found gold, I never did try. It's a lazy fool man who wanted to die. Gambling the whiskey, I lay the blame. Stretched me on a hanging tree. Hard work for gold wasn't for me. The easy way made a rock out of me, made sense to me, wild and free. Time will tell what'll come of me. Found Jesse's charms on a rainy day. Worked out good as long as I paid. Maybe women are all the same. She tried to put a bullet in me. River's a place for a gambling man. Come and find me if they can. Winner or loser, it's all the same. Devil is waiting for me. Hard work for gold wasn't for me. Easy way made a rock out of me, made sense to me, wild and free. Time will tell what'll come of me. Time will tell what'll come of me. Got through it. That's good. I always think my fingers are going to give out. Now this one, it's on the album. It's kind of an odd song, I think, for the album. It used to be. If you have to listen to it, it's really a big old pop song. But I thought it was one of the better songs I've ever written, so I want to just do it. I don't know that I'm down on my knees, and the storms they weary me. The world's a circus, calliopes cry, crazed clowns are twirling by. Oh, there's a mystery, born of misery, as if the truth would tear us down. And I know she knows, as the cold wind blows, I'm not as strong as I used to be. As I used to be. Oh, 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 dark up there, that's love's wing trapeze that will throw you into the sky. But you know there's no net below, and if you fall, your heart will die. Walk down the midway and call the barker, tell him to give me a love song. I can't find the words for all that I've heard. I'm not as strong as I used to be, as I used to be. Oh, 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 oh. Like a new rose on an old windowsill, my love for you still grows. Could you find a way to love me still, with stilted clowns and weary towns, and me worn out from the road? For 1,000 miles of winding road, and the years I've been away, the games I've won and the games I've lost have hardly paid the way. And I see you young and standing there with a tear in your eye. I'm sorry for my shadow on your life. I'm not as strong as I used to be, as I used to be. Oh, 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 oh. I'm just a clown with lines on my face, my youth away locked inside, and cursed with lack and a poet's grace as the darkness here unwinds. Could you hold me, dear, just for a while, and let me be a child? It's all now like some sawdust haze as the last parade just walked by. I'm not as strong as I used to be. I'm not as strong as I used to be. I have a very good friend, a lot of you already know, is Jeffrey Joe. He plays this great American songbook with all these wonderful sevenths and descending thirds and all that wonderful stuff like Hoagie Carmichael music. So I wrote this one sort of in honor of him. All he said when I wrote it was, "Sounds familiar." I decided I didn't like him for about a month. Cup of coffee, no sugar, no cream. Dark and bitter like my broken dreams. My baby don't love me no more. I see no rainbows or a pot of gold, 'cause my baby's heart is gone stone cold. My baby, she don't love me no more. Sing these sad songs every night, heartbreaking, slow and blue. And the part of the songs I sing, I can't believe it's true. Well, my baby called me on the phone, saying that she knew that I had done wrong. My baby don't love me no more. Moonlight dark in my foolish lines, me falling deep into another's eyes. My baby don't love me no more. I sing these sad songs every night about heartbreak and what cheaters do. I'm a part of the songs I sing, talking bitter like this lukewarm brew. Midnight coffee, no sugar, no cream. I threw away my every dream. Now my baby don't love me no more. Now my baby, she don't love me no more. This one, this is my favorite song on the album. I was in a kind of a strange mood one night. I was thinking about how long I've been on the planet. It's been a while. And I was going back to remembering being a kid and the music that we heard when I was little. My brother and I, my brother may not remember this, but we were in Louisiana at our Mardi Gras one time. And Ricky and I slipped off, sort of got ourselves lost on purpose. And we ended up on a side street, and on the bandstand, there was a little fat guy playing piano. And he was singing Blueberry Hill. And we got to watch that concert. Meantime, my dad was looking for us, and my father was a Kingston Trio kind of a guy, you know. And he, you know, and my family was racist, you know, they were rough people, so I didn't know how that was going to go. So my dad comes in, and most of the audience is not white like me. And my father came and was immediately very uptight and very concerned. And it was the coolest thing. Somebody walked up to him, handed him a beer, and gave him a plate. And my father's, as they say, my father's heart grew 10 times that day. And he went and he sat there and watched the whole concert with us, and Teresa Brewer came on and sang. And my father, so my mother had no idea where we were. And my father bought both albums, and he just played them until he ruined them. I mean, it was just an astounding thing to watch. Music has a way of making everything all right. And I want to mention my dear friend Leslie Green, who is my fellow church singer. She sings one weekend, I sing the next. And I had her come on. She actually did the harmony on that last "I Used to Be" song. And thank you for being here, sweetie. Yeah. Anyway, so this song, go back to this song. This is we lived in Kentucky. We lived in some places that were kind of backwards, and there was a simple beauty about it. And I have a friend of mine, Robert Cowan, was going to come tonight and play harmonica, but he got caught up in another event. But he calls this the most romantic song he's ever heard. And you listen to it, it's kind of strange, but it's just a very simple song. I'm a rough-edged man, a tiller of the land. All I know is to work hard with my hands. And I'm holding a deep affection for you, 'cause you find a place in your heart for such a man. Will you take my hand, Miss Paulie? Would you? For all my failings, Miss Paulie, here I stand. Will you take my hand, Miss Paulie? Could you? And make me the world's happiest man. All I've garnered in this world, I will share with you. We will stand together against every coming storm. And I know I'm not the best of all that have suited you. My visage is a man, wind-blown, darkened and warm. Oh, you take my hand, Miss Paulie, would you? For all my failings, Miss Paulie, here I stand. Will you take my hand, Miss Paulie, could you? And make me the world's happiest man. And if we should marry, I'll tend your every need. Never raise my voice or treat you unkind. And I offer plain speaking, God-fearing man. Poor and wrongful ways I will leave behind. Will you take my hand, Miss Paulie, would you? For all my failings, Miss Paulie, here I stand. Will you take my hand, Miss Paulie, could you? And make me the world's happiest man. This is a song that if I can do this tonight, I don't know, we'll see. One of the albums called Catch a Fish. I wrote that for my children. I have my oldest son who's well over 40, him back there. He actually probably remembers this. I wrote this for him and his brother, and I played it to all my children. So I insist that you all sing along. Let the kid in you come out. It's called Catch a Fish. So it goes pretty easy. It goes, gotta catch a fish, bring it home, fry it in the skillet. Gotta catch a fish, bring it home, fry it. Gotta give it to my lady and the lady lady and the, that's the tongue twister. Lady and the baby, they will eat it. Gotta give it to my lady and the baby, they will eat. Ain't life a wonderful thing? Uh-oh, baby, and the lady ate it all. Uh-oh, baby, and the lady ate it all. Uh-oh, they didn't leave me nothing. Uh-oh, didn't leave nothing for me. Now, John's giving the instructions on the clapping. It's 1, 1, 2, right? There you go. All right, here we go. Gotta catch a fish, bring it home, fry it in the skillet. Gotta catch a fish, bring it home, fry it. Gotta give it to my lady and the baby, they will eat it. Gotta give it to my lady and the baby, they will eat. Ain't life a wonderful thing? Oh, baby, and the lady ate it all. Oh, baby, and the lady ate it all. Uh-oh, they didn't leave me nothing. Uh-oh, didn't leave nothing for me. Here we go again. Gotta catch a fish, bring it home, fry it in the skillet. Gotta catch a fish, bring it home, fry it. Gotta give it to my lady and the baby, they will eat it. Gotta give it to my lady and the baby, they will eat. Ain't life a wonderful thing? Let's speed it up. Gotta catch a fish, bring it home, fry it in the skillet. Gotta catch a fish, bring it home, fry it. Gotta give it to my lady and the baby, they will eat. Gotta give it to my lady and the baby, they will eat. Ain't life a wonderful thing? Oh, baby, and the lady ate it all. Oh, baby, and the lady ate it all. Oh, they didn't leave me nothing. Oh, didn't leave nothing for me. Last time. Gotta catch a fish, bring it home, fry it in the skillet. Gotta catch a fish, bring it home, fry it. Gotta give it to my lady and the baby, they will eat it. Gotta give it to my baby and the to catch a fish when I get home, fry it in the skillet. Gotta catch a fish, bring it home, fry it. Gotta give it to my lady and the baby they believe it. Gotta give it to my lady and the baby they believe it. Ain't life a wonderful thing?
Yeah.
All right, do one more here. Blues. On the album, I played banjo and mandolin. All this is one of the arrogance of egotistical musicians that they play all the instruments when they can. I don't know what I'm going to do when somebody else wants to go on tour. At that time, all y'all come and play with me. This one is really is sort of autobiographical. You call me a dreamer. You may be right. I might struggle to get through the night. I'm plagued with rhymes running in my head. My guitar is sitting right here next to my bed. Whatever I live, I put into a song. Winning or losing, right or wrong. For every lover I've shared a kiss, the moments of pain and the moments of bliss. I'm a ragtag man, rough and tumble. What I have learned, I've learned the hard way. You'll come out better if you face the storm. If not, you'll be stronger, but trying anyway. Winds may blow, knock you off your feet, and sometimes the games end up in defeat. Sometimes it all goes by way too fast. Don't worry now, 'cause this too shall pass. A ragtag man, rough and tumble, is what I have learned. I learned the hard way, and you'll come out better if you face the storm. If not, you're stronger, but try anyway. Sometimes the wind and troubles will come. I don't know why it passes by some. If there's a reason it escapes me, like the song says, we need to let it be. I ain't preaching, these are just words to a song. And life can be hard, don't waste a single day, and you'll come out better. You face the storm, now you'll be stronger, but trying anyway. Come out better Have you tried anyway? Okay with you, I'll do a couple more and then we'll call it an evening. It's been a great evening. I tell you, it's been wonderful. You know, you've been talking about being in a living room. This kind of reminds me of, again, looking back, the people my age do, like your song said, Mark, you know, it's not dreams, it's remembrances, right? So this kind of reminds me of, really of living rooms and places I played back in the 60s, you know, just wonderful. I'm just so glad you're all here. Thank you very much for being here for me. It's been wonderful. This one isn't on the album. This one might be on the second album. I like it so much I thought I'd go ahead and do it. I can decide what key to play it in. Let me see. Okay. We had good times in Chicago. Where's our bartender? He's from Chicago, so we gotta let him know this. We had good times in Chicago. You know how that goes. She was a traveling soul. She told me she loved me. She'd say you and me and rode wild and free. We had good times in Atlanta. You know how it goes. She was a traveling soul. She ran off with a trucker. I guess that I'll miss her, but the tears I'll defer. And all I know, and all I know won't help me. Lay the cards down, blackjack's a fool, and I was his friend. I saw her in Vegas, but if she saw me, she didn't let it show. My heart was pounding, why do I let her do these things to me? I didn't realize until that dark moment that I still love her so. And all I know, and all I know, and all I know won't help me. She was like an old tune that would not stop playing in my head. And I dream of her fingers light on my chest when the moonlight glows. She showed up at my door as if no time of pain had ever gone by. Touching my face, every word a lie, telling tales of loss and woe. And all I know, and all I know, and all I know won't help me. I told her to leave, there was not a single thing from her that I need. She just smiled, turned on her heels and said she'd follow wherever I go. Couldn't find a way, I'm lost on that road and every door was closed. I had to find a better way, just gather it up and make a run for Mexico. And all I know, all I know, and all I know won't help me. She was a traveling soul, life had laid me low. I was not wild and free. I can't have her near, there's nothing for me here, let the south wind blow. I will find a way, get back on that road and open what was closed. I will find a way, gather up my soul and make a run for Mexico. Make a run for Mexico. And all I know, all I know, And all I know won't help me. You probably notice I have a notebook. That's because I have no memory at all. Somewhere along the line it just went away. But I think what it is I'm always on the next song. I'm a songwriter more than a performer, so I'm on the next song I'm writing, not the one I just wrote. So it doesn't really, those songs don't stick in me, you know. Well, the other thing is that when you're playing the same songs every night, which I did for years, you're not writing songs because you got to keep that in your head. You got to keep your set list in your head, and it's a different part of the brain. So forgive me the notebook, but maybe 3 or 4 times down the road I won't need words anymore. Anyway, so here's I pray that happens and there's a need for it. It's kind of a problem I can handle. This one I'm going to give this a benediction, so to speak. This will be the last song, and I mean it for every one of you. Put that in there. Again, please listen to the words I mean for all of you. I will be your foundation, like a rock beneath your feet. I will be there for every worry that you meet, and my heart will lift you up on summer's wings and carry you safe away. My heart doesn't know every line upon your face, for toil and worry have left a trace. I will give you comfort in any way I could and carry you safe away. We come into this world, some never find a place, not like some who always win their race. I will lift your burden along that road and carry you safe away. Oh, won't you let my love come in? Want to give your soul a rest. Let go those tears you hold, lay your head down upon my chest. My hands have labored hard all my days, and now my love, come share my ways. Let your love carry us up on summer's wings and carry us safe away. We will be lifted up on summer's wings. You surely want the grace I bring. I will love you forever and a day and carry you safe away. Carry you safe away. Thank you all. Thank you everybody for being here. I sure appreciate it. Don, thanks so much for your work and everything.